Hi guys, how you doing? This is Tom here from Level 40 Fitness, and today I would like to talk to you about what it takes and what you need to set up a home gym. Now, it may seem daunting at first, but you don't have to dedicate an entire room or a garage to creating a home gym. It really can be as simple as just having some resistance bands at home, maybe some dumbbells or a kettlebell, and a bench at its very most basic. And with these, you can get so far, it's unbelievable. On my own fitness journey, I started off with a band system that basically allowed me to do compound lifts such as squats, deadlifts, and bench press. And that was all I did for 6 months. 3 days a week, I would do that, and then I would run another 3 days a week and have a day off. And within 6 months, I managed to lose, I was at 16 and a half stone in English money, and I managed to get down to 12 and a half stone. So that was just in 6 months. That took a lot of effort and a lot of resolve, and it's not a particularly healthy way of doing things, and I don't recommend it for other people. But for me, I specifically had something lined up. I was going on holiday to Ibiza. I wanted to lose a lot of weight for it and regain my youth maybe, who knows. And it worked really well. But the important thing to take away is that you don't need to have an entire room. You don't have to spend thousands of pounds in order to start a fitness journey. You literally can do it with just resistance bands to start off with. As I mentioned before, dumbbells are a very good starting point. You can get different types of dumbbells. Spin lock dumbbells are probably the cheapest option, where you have loose weights and a handle with a spin lock on either side, and you put on the weight that you want. You can add plates or remove plates, and you can get those really cheaply. To get a decent amount of weight, I think the very first set I got, the spin lock weights, I probably spent about £60 on. And you have to look at this as if you are investing in yourself, you're investing in your future, you're investing in your health. This is money that a lot of us, and I know I used to do this, would go down to the pub on a Friday and Saturday night and just easily spend 100 quid. Not a problem going out clubbing. Whereas that money is much better utilised if you put it towards an endeavour that you are committed to, and that will actually help your health and your longevity and help you live longer. And that's how I look at it. And admittedly, consumerism can be an issue. You can get caught up in it, and God knows I'm guilty of that. But nonetheless, in the early stages, it's not necessary. So dumbbells are a good shout. I've mentioned spin locks, and they're okay. You can get adjustable dumbbells now, and they are great. They're a bit more pricey. So I got myself a couple of 32.5 kilogram adjustable Saturn dumbbells. They were on sale at about £350 at the time, which again, it sounds like a lot of money, but if you actually look at your spending in your life, for me personally, I found that was money I could take away from other things which weren't necessarily beneficial, and put them towards something which really facilitated a change of lifestyle. So I was very happy to put money towards those. I would particularly recommend the Assassin Stealth dumbbells, mainly because I own them, I've tried them, so I can recommend them. And I bought those, I think it's 3 years ago now, 2.5 years ago. They're still going strong, and I expect them to last me my entire life. So actually, what initially seems like a lot of money at £350 is a very good investment. Even with just dumbbells, you can get so far, you can get so strong. That's the way to go. But a good complement to your dumbbells will be a bench, and getting a bench, you'll have new possibilities. You can get benches fairly cheaply on Amazon. I'd recommend getting one with good reviews, because you're trusting your bench to take your weight plus the weight you're adding to it with your dumbbells. A FID bench is probably a good idea. All that means is that your bench can either be flat, it could be inclined, or it can be declined. So the decline is great for doing sit-ups at an angle to add resistance. The flat is good just for bench pressing and for doing rows. And the incline is very good for if you want to bench press at an incline, and that will change the part of your chest you're hitting when you're pushing with dumbbells to the upper part of your chest, which is far more noticeable aesthetically. And I much prefer doing an incline bench press to a flat. I find it's easier on my shoulders, interestingly, after a shoulder injury. So just as a starting block, you really can't go wrong with that. If you'd like to complement that with some kind of cardio equipment on the very cheap front, you can't go wrong with a skipping rope. Now, if you're new to fitness, let me warn you, skipping is hard. You kind of think about children skipping in the play yard at school, and that it's a childish endeavour, but in reality it's a very, very hard thing to do. It takes a lot of effort. There is a reason why boxers skip, and that is because it requires a lot of skill, speed, agility, and it will take you, if you're a beginner, a long time to learn to skip. Personally, I haven't got there yet, but it is an exceptional piece of cardio equipment, and I would recommend get started as soon as possible with that and keep at it, and that will give you an incredible amount of fitness. Apart from that, go outside, run. We're in the UK, it's not always pleasant to go outside and run, but to tell you the truth, there's something about going out on a cold day when it's raining that just gives you personal fortitude and just belief in yourself that you can do this kind of thing. So a combination of cardio with skipping and running, some basic equipment, resistance bands, a bench, dumbbells, kettlebell if that's your thing, and that really is enough to get started. And then you may find as you stick along this fitness journey that you want more and more equipment, and then you can move on to things like getting a squat rack, barbells. You need the space to do this. It can't be tucked away in a corner so much, maybe a leg extension. But you might find this is something you dedicate yourself to and it becomes a lifestyle. And if you do that, quite honestly, it can be life-changing. So basically, don't be intimidated at the start. Start off small, slowly work your way up, and you'll be amazed by what you can do in very limited equipment. I'm Tom, this is Level 40 Fitness. Thanks for watching, appreciate it. Please like, please subscribe, and I'll see you next time.